Hey, shout out to my boy Nick, the number 1 10 in the league. Shout out to my boy Roach, number 8. He gonna run that ball, pop on everybody. Shout out to Footballville. Ravens 7U is trash. Ravens 8U is trash.
Whoa, wow. Trying to think about what was I smoking? Well, I don't smoke. Like, what was I on when I chose that beat? What's going on, man? Street Morning Breath Show, where we talk about everything from Bitcoin to ball. That was one of my epic Nicholas Lennear. There's Nicholas Lennear right there. Lot of Hill Lion videos from back in the day. Back in the day when I was not a kid anymore. That's like 7 years ago. Nicholas Lennear was number 1. I think that's him versus the Ravens. Had a really good team. And we're going to get into some of this stuff, man. But first of all, man, we got a couple commercials. You know, this is where we talk about everything from Bitcoin to ball. And speaking Bitcoin to ball, recently, we've added something to our villain membership, which is, well, to our villain membership, that's going to go over to IOD Squad. But we started with our villain members, which is live trading in the stock market. We actually, we actually get inside of the market for you. Matter of fact, but looks sexy big, man. You know what I'm saying? Well, look kind of sexy, huh? You know what I'm saying? We actually get in the market for you and let you watch us live trade, and I can actually show you. If you're just getting in here, man, it's Footballville, man. We talk about everything from Bitcoin to ball. I've told y'all that story numerous times. But we actually get in here and live trade. Actually, this is Lucid live trading on Lucid funded account. Like we have places where you can get you 50,000, 100,000 in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? To trade with. There actually firms out there that will get you that if you could pass their combines. And that's what we do. I mean, I think I've been funded at least 30 times on prop firms. But this is me live trading. Be funded live. See if I can get my camera turned on. This is the first time I was funded by this new prop firm. And right now, SB trading is $500. 500. And I'm trying to get to this. That's really risky. It's green line right here. To be honest with you. Fast forward is on. Oh, start coming backwards on me. Fast forward some more. I don't know what happens from here. Let's see. It may still give it to me. I don't know. Kind of funny. All right, man. Okay, let's see. I had to get $7 more. Boom, and I got that $688 live trade, and that's what we do. We get in here and we live trade. We actually live trade, and you can watch us trade in the stock market. We put out signals and stocks that we're looking at. We've been doing that for years, but now we've added like actual live trading where you can just get in here, man, watch us live trade, and it's up to you if you want to follow what we do. But we kind of do it live, like 5 days a week. Actually got a session after this, like 12. We'll be getting out here. Not 12, because it's 12 now. We'll be getting on about 1:30, 1:15. You know what I'm saying? But that's us live trading, man. And that link is in the description if you want to be a part of that. If you ever thought about the smart stock market or crypto or any of those things that they didn't teach us in school that could bring you a lot of money that they didn't teach us in school. We had to go figure out ourselves. If you ever thought about getting involved with any of that stuff, I'm putting the link in the description right now for you. Let me see. If you ever thought about getting involved with any of that stuff, it's nothing to be afraid of, man. Everybody's a beginner. Like, it's almost like everybody begins somewhere. Like, I know that's one of people's biggest fears, that they don't know anything. The lines, it kind of confuses them and intimidates them. But everybody begun somewhere. And most of the people we have in there now are just first-time traders. I mean, we had I got Mario Rio. He got funded his first 2 days. He made $4,000, $5,000. Got funded the account, and then made $4,000 on his funded account. First day or two or something like that. So yeah, so that's IOD Squad, man. If you've been rocking with us, man, you know we've been talking about IOD Squad, Investor Die, and the villains and all that stuff. I'm gonna put the link in the description. So listen, man, we finna get in here and talk about Nick Lennear a little bit. They bring the villains in here in a minute. We may talk about Nick. We're gonna talk about Nick Lennear a little bit. Let's see. Let's put it right here. So now the link is in the description, and I put it in the comment section. Nick Lennear just committed to the University of Miami. So he was a 5-star dog. I saw some of them had him as a 4-star. Give me a thumbs up if I'm clear. Some of them had him as a 4-star. I know 247, they have him as 5-star composite, 3rd wide receiver in the nation, 2nd best player in Florida. Who's better than Nick in Florida? Let's go see. Who's better than Nick in Florida? These kids right here were hilarious, bro. Hilarious. But yeah, who's better than Nick in Florida? What are we talking about here? Mark Matthews. I should have known that. They're saying Mark Matthews is better than Nick in Florida. Out of all the top kids, Nick looked like he's only one of the few in the top 10. He's the only one committed anywhere. We got him 5'11" and a half. I think he's a little taller than that. I think he's a little taller than that, man. I saw him. He hit a growth spurt last year. I think he's 6 foot, man. I think he's running around 6 foot, 6'1". And I was surprised at how tall he had gotten. 165. I think it's a little heavier than that. But Nick Lennear, who is Nick Lennear? I've been covering Nick since he was smaller than this, a lot smaller than this. I mean, 8U, 9U, somewhere down there, somewhere. I've been covering Nick. He played out there at a lot of Hell Lions. And one thing about South Florida football, right? It's rough. There's no way around it. I mean, it's tough. It's rough to play in. There's a lot of pressure. That the kids have to deal with, and it just becomes like a way of life or just a thing. The other night, Nick caught everybody I knew off guard and committed at Cristobal's house. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. The villains were asking me, "Oh, Street, who's a kid you wanted to have in this class?" It was him. That's him, Nick, right there, number one. It was Nick. I mean, one kid that I really wanted in the class. It was him, for numerous reasons. Put that back up there. Let me see what I could put me at. For numerous reasons, man. I watched them play for a long time, and I just believe. I just believe that there's a thing that we don't talk about enough, and it's just a kid just being a good football player. It's not track. That's Nick right there, number one. It's not track. It's not speed. It's not height. It's not. It's kid just being a good football player, somebody who could play the game of football. I think Mally is one of those guys, right? Like you look at Mally's size, you look at his speed, you wonder how fast he is, but he's most productive. He's most productive guy on the field, right? And it's not measured in attributes. It's not measured in like you measure everybody else. It's measured in the production and the leadership and the shit that he does on the football field. Thomas said, "That's my nephew, bro. Good shit, Thomas." It's measured in what he does on the football field. That's what it's measured in. We've seen guys like this, and breaking news: Panthers signed the Eagles, Jalen Phillips, who gets 4 year, $120 million. Woo, 4 years, $120 million for Jalen Phillips, former King. Jalen, that man had quit football at one point in time. He had retired out of UCLA. Now he just got $120 million. But yeah, man, some guys are just really good football players. Ever since covering Nick, ever since these 9U, 10U games, we would come out there and Nick was the best kid on the field. He was the most talented kid on the field in these games. That's him right there, number one. I don't know what he's doing. He's pumping the air. I think that's him versus. I think the other kid was Amari Stevens, the other 4-star wide receiver. He played for Golden Army, he plays for the Green Team. That's me with the camera. You know that's me with the camera, right? But in these games, bro, listen, he with all the talent on the field, right? All the talent on the field, he would be the most talented kid on the field every time. And it just was him and his playmaking ability. A knack for the game, edge to stand up when things get tough. That's Freedy little boy right there. I think that was think that was Prince. But yeah, and then there's Freezy, and then a knack for the game. And then when things get tough, to stand up in a big moment, man. He made a lot of huge plays in those games. That's him for the yellow team. He's number one. And I think Miami. If there was one kid we wanted in the class, bro, I mean, it was him. It was him. There's some guys. I think Coach Hayes calls them game changers. You got game changers. He says something else. Game changers and difference makers. He's a difference maker. Last year's state football championship, 1 interception and a touchdown, maybe 2 touchdowns. Last year's state championship, not this year. This year, I think he caught a touchdown or 2. That's him right there, number 1. He's just a difference maker, bro. Like just a guy that plays the game of football at the highest level. Don't try to put it on a track clock. Don't try to put it on a measuring stick. Don't try to put it on a scale. Yeah, it's him right there for the win. I mean, I got to rewind that for y'all. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit he do. I think that's him right there for the win. I think then they have to. It's in overtime. Look like it's in overtime. Whoever calling me, I'm gonna call you back. Look like it's in overtime. Then like they had him at quarterback, and he wasn't the quarterback. And there you go, boom, for the win. Game time. That's what he do. And I've watched him do that, man, for years and years and years. Yeah, I watched him do that for years, man, and so the talent is there. The talent is there. The thing is, college football is a different place, right? It's not like any program he's played in before, and every kid has to get there and get acclimated. First time you're being coached by coaches probably from everywhere, all over the country. You know what I'm saying? They have their own vision or perception of what football is, or how it should be played, how kids should carry themselves, how kids should talk. And the second part of it is getting past that part. Right? You see a Malachi that jumps, gets put right on the field. It seems he's a person that aced that part. Putting people at ease, putting his new coaching staff at ease, and allowing them to trust him. That's the other part. That's the part you got to do, the mature part, when you're at a program like a Miami, right? Like sometimes you can go to a program where they have to put you on the field. They need you. They need to put you on the field. I would say, i.e., Calvin Russell, Syracuse. I think Syracuse football team, there would be a lot Calvin Russell would have to do to not be on that field when that season starts next year. Right? But you get programs like Miami, and I wouldn't say upper echelon. Miami hasn't really won anything. Well, we can't keep saying that. We didn't win it, but kicked some ass this year. And you're in a situation where they don't necessarily need you, and you have to kind of prove yourself to get on the field. And it comes with maturity. It comes with doing the right thing. It comes with making them at ease. So the talent is there, bro. Right? The talent is there. Don't let anybody fool you. Talking about his 100th time, or talking about his how big he is. Don't let anybody fool you. He's about to go play amongst his peers, and I told you, amongst his peers, for the last 7 years, he was the best kid on the field when we were playing these epic games. Now, This I think matters, bro. Let me see. See what the villains in here doing. Let's see what the villains in here doing.
With the goddamn Patriots, I can tell you that much.
Yeah.
Why did
I didn't know the Patriots finna make some crazy ass moves. So.
what were they about to do?
Wasn't there talking about the Patriots? Wasn't there talking about the Patriots?
Ground, nigga, you ain't know. Ground, dog.
Wasn't there talking about the Patriots? So, 1 second. Let's push this.
On this shit, wow.
Yo, what's going on, man?
What up, Mr. Streeter?
Mr.
Me and him, man, we talking serious.
Mr. Streeter. All right, man, we live, all right? Hello, Mr. Streeter. Call me Mr.
All right,
like I'm the elementary school.
y'all be on your best behaviors now. Y'all be on your best behaviors.
Like I'm the elementary school janitor or some shit. What's going on, Mr. Streeter? What the hell that is? Bro, listen. What the hell is that about? Bro, listen, I went to see, I saw you last night, all right? He didn't hear, ain't he?
Yeah.
Hey, man, must be sleep, man. Heat, man, wake up. I went to see went to Jazzy John's last night, man. I actually had the same thing on, man. They ain't took my clothes off yet, man. Smell like cigars and goddamn on comforters.
30.
Oh. Bro, last night, Ludacris was the last performance. Ludacris brought on stage everybody. And then for the people that left Jazz in the Gardens, you missed a goddamn treat. It started with Luke. I knew Luke was going to come out there. But he brought out Luke, Chingy, Bobby Valentino, CeeLo, Trick Daddy, Trina, I-20, DJ Khaled. I think it was like his 25th anniversary, bro. And he set that motherfucker off. I seen him by himself in Orlando, and he does a good job. That man had CeeLo on the stage. Him, CeeLo, and Trick said that was their first time ever performing together.
Oh, for real? Wow.
That song they had like 2 songs together.
Joe in the Wind. They ain't never performed that together.
They ain't never performed together. He said that was their first time. You know, CeeLo little funny acting little guy. Trick is too. So it probably was hard to get them together.
Yes, he is.
That song they had on CeeLo be singing White Walls. And then they had another song on Trick album, I think. Trick Love the Kids.
Joe in the Wind.
Yeah, right. I'm just stop and let the sun shine in. That song.
Yeah.
In the rain.
Joe in the Wind.
Listen, man, 1 o'clock, 12:30 last night, man. Ludacris was setting Hard Rock off, bro. We had a nice time, bro. That man brought out Chingy. I'm probably missed. He brought Shauna out, the girl who sung Lick, 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 who sung with him on that song. DTP. I'm probably missing somebody, bro.
A Street, you know where they can't do that at?
Where?
In fucking Gainesville, Tallahassee. I ain't supposed to cuss, my bad.
Yeah, you're right.
They can't do that in Gainesville, Tallahassee, dog.
No, you can't. You can't do it in Tallahassee. You can't do it in Death Valley.
Hey, whoa, leave South Carolina out of this street. South Carolina.
You can't do it in Athens. No, bro.
There you go.
I was surprised when DJ Khaled came out there. I was like, oh, that's it. And CeeLo, DJ Khaled and CeeLo kind of surprised me. Like I said, I knew Luke was gonna come out there. Because he got that song where he goes, "Don't stop, get it, Ludacris." So I knew when Luke told me he was gonna come out there, but I didn't know he was bringing all of Miami, bro. Like, he might well brought out Erkin Dirk and motherfucking and Quiet and Disco Ricky the Dogs or somebody, man. We were lit last night. So man, I'm here talking about Nick. What's up?
The Black Restrepo, okay.
The Black Restrepo. That's what we doing.
That's what somebody said to me. I'm just,
That's what Chucks is doing.
Nah.
Nobody co-signed that.
That's what Lex said.
Nobody co-signed it. I mean, hey.
Lex, I can pull this screenshot up. I can pull the screenshot up and you call him Black Restrepo.
He's slow. You're the one that said he's slow. I was just following your lead.
The Black Restrepo, man. Y'all are crazy. No, I was just talking about Nick, man, and all the attributes that he does have, bro. And when you watch like these games that he played in his whole entire life, these Golden Army, Lauderhill games, some of the national championships, but these games, bro, would have 5,000, 8,000 people at the game. I'm talking about like you'll see rabid fans where the police got to keep them off the sideline. And in every last one of them games I watched him play, I can honestly say he was the best athlete on the field every time. So I don't know if we could say that about Restrepo respectively, right? Nick was the best athlete on the field in these epic, talented, nationally ranked games. You know what I'm saying? It was always him. And he
what's his mentality like? How you think he gonna react once he got to deal with some of the BS or the hard coaching, or he late to practice, so he might have to do some extra? Do you see him being a problem if things ain't going his way at some point?
I think he has matured a lot. I think he's matured a lot. I think early in his high school years, he was dealing with something and it started off rough. But I think this Nick, I think he's matured a lot. I think he understands what's in front of him. I don't think but I just spoke about that. I just spoke about players going to college, any college, and now you're being coached by guys from coaches that from Idaho, Minnesota, Rhode Island. And their vision of football, their perception of football could be different than yours. It's bottom line, it could be different. The way you talk, the way you respond to them, the way you work, like what they think of football could be different, and it's up to you to put them at ease. That's the best way I can put it. Every college player has to deal with that. Nobody wants to talk about it, but every college player has to deal with that. Sam Bruce walking around with a do-rag on. Coach telling me he in the game. Every kid has to deal with that.
You saw JoJo,
and that didn't go well.
Oh, I forgot. We can't say his name, right?
Yeah, that didn't go well. So what I wanted to talk about was a reason that I think kids from South Florida has an edge over a lot of kids from a lot of states, maybe not every state, is because they play in environments like this. It's because they play in environments like this. I remember standing on the sideline. Let me see if I find that game. I remember standing on the sideline at the end of a youth football game. It was Lauderhill versus the Golden Army. And Lauderhill was down, seconds left. And it hit me, bro. It hit me that it was like, man, these kids, these kids are 9, 10 years old. And they're having to deal with the pressure of the magnitude of this game. They got to go in there, go in the huddle. Quarterback, a kid himself, he has to get them calmed down. They got to hear the play. They got to execute the play. They got to actually execute the play at 9, 10 years old in front of fans where there may be thousands and thousands of dollars bet. They're screaming. There's a lot of riding on it. And I was like, damn, this is a lot of pressure for some kids. I don't know why this particular game right here is the one I thought about it. It hit me one night. I was like, man, this is a lot. But these kids grow up in it, man, and for the love of football, they deal with it. That's Willie Williams right there. Y'all remember the great Willie Williams?
Yep.
And that's the great Corey Smith right there, man, who died. His nephew shot him a few years back. Damn, fool. I need to start going through these videos a little more often, huh? R.I.P. my boy Corey Smith.
Mm-hmm.
That's Willie Williams right there. He's a coach for the Golden Army. But this game, came down like to a last play, bro. Like literally, this game came down to it. Bro, that's how the game ended, bro. Like a lone 40-yard pass. He quartered over 2 people. You got 6,000-7,000 people in the stands, standing room only. And I think if a kid is raised in an environment like that of football, it gives them an edge.
It does.
I mean, there's no way around it. I think it gives him an edge. There's Nick running in the extra point right there. I mean, that's just what he do. Him and Restrepo don't have a lot in common, bro.
So, Scooter, what do you say to the guys that say, like, Texas football is everything? They shut down the city when it's time to play high school football.
I think it is.
Do you think they well equipped to? Okay.
I think Texas kids come out overly equipped because of the resources, right? A lot of times they say sometimes the Texas kids, there's Nick Mom right there. Sometimes they say the Texas kids are kind of peaked out a lot of times because of the resources they have. Like they the resources that they have. Football is everything in Texas too. You're not gonna get me up here and say some dumb shit. Football is everything in Texas. Like the way they explained it was that Texas football is a way of life in Texas. It was like a grandma could sit down and talk to you about football in Texas. Like a grandma know who the Texans picked up in the waiver wire. Like football is like a way of life for Texas. Seems like it would be a religion for them. You know what I'm saying? And in Florida, is I wouldn't say we look at it the same. It's different, right? But the passion is both. The passion is there. I think the Texas kids, I've heard a lot of times that when the kids come out of Florida, that they have a lot of the ceiling isn't, you know what I'm saying? They have room to grow because of the lack of resources.
I was about to say that because of the lack, yeah.
Because of the lack of resources, they may not lift weights. They may be skinny. They may, you know what I'm saying, eating Cheetos and shit every night. The coaching was different. The coaching was different. It was just a different type of hard-nosed coaching. But in Texas, where they have resources, these huge football facilities, I can only imagine what the middle schools look like if the high schools look the way they look. I can only imagine. So no, that's another place where football is the way of life. I think Georgia. I wouldn't say recently, but Georgia is another place where football is. You play in these tough environments. Georgia's tough environment seemed more family-like to me, though. It was more of a sense of community, type of sibling rivalry. It feels like you can get shot at one of these games in Miami.
They're real now.
Hey, it's a different feeling, dog. It's a different level of. It's just a different feeling, bro. It's a different level of intensity. It's a different level of stress. I've flew to Georgia to
It
cover their
is.
youth football championship games. I've actually went there just to do that when I was trying to branch out of South Florida. I actually,
I think you hit it on the head, bro.
what's up? You think I hit what part on the head?
As far as just the environment, Miami a little more dangerous, Georgia more family oriented. It's still competitive. It's a different feel. You see these dudes in Miami, you see them on the sideline about to fight each other, and dudes done lost bet. They paying up right in your face. It's different. Definitely more dangerous.
Yeah, and I mean, even I think Hard Rock Stadium feels the same way. I think Hard Rock Stadium feels like it's a ruckus crowd. Sometimes I go to these colleges and it's crowded, right? But it doesn't feel threatening. It doesn't feel threatening.
And you on that Gwen,
Like
you on Gwen Cherry Park, that shit feel a little threatening.
Hard Rock can feel like that too when it's crowded. Hard Rock can feel like the fans,
Yeah, for sure.
throw something at you or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It feels a little more violent. Kind of like being up north, I guess. Like this is one of the epic videos. Like this is Broad Max Ravens one night. So and this is an example of what I'm saying, right? So Broad Max Ravens. This is Jeremiah Smith's 00, Chance number 3, Ryan Mack number 2. Jeremiah Smith. I mean, the Ravens flew out to play the Wilmington Pilots the prior year and beat the Wilmington Pilots, who was arguably the best team in California, right? So that was at the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning of the next season, the Gauchos, a team that beat the Wilmington Pilots, who wasn't necessarily the best team but they beat the Wilmington Pilots, was like, you beat them, yeah, but y'all ain't beat us. So they was like, okay, well, y'all fly to Miami, come to Pace Senior High School, and we'll play your first game of the season. And at this moment, I was like, okay, I'm finna put my phone live and I'm finna record them walking all the way to the field because I knew at the field was fucking what was going on, right? So I put the phone on the gimbal and I started walking backwards, recording them live. That's Chance Robinson, number 3. I think JoJo was number 1.
Who was number 4?
4. I think 4 was the low linebacker. JoJo was 1. Chance 3. I think 0 is the linebacker that went to Nebraska. If I'm correctly. In the front is Jeremiah. He's 00. When he was just a little skinny kid. I think 4 was a linebacker. Little funny linebacker. So at this point, I got to figure out how to get through the gate, like as they get through the gate. But watch the scene once they get through the gate, bro. That's CJ number 11 right there. That's NC State quarterback number 11.
Oh, legit.
Oh, look at this. This is Miami Central's coaching staff right here to the left. They're out there looking at kids, trying to see who they're trying to make
Recruiting.
they feel.
Mm-hmm.
But and then you got the White House Gachos on the other side from California, right? They're on the other side from California, and they're looking at this shit like, man, what like, coach, man, what y'all done brought us to, man? You got little kids on the field from the previous games getting in the Gauchos' faces. It's a organized confusion, but it's a ruckus, intimidating scene or environment to play in, and then they play in it for 5, 6, 7 years, right? See, this is the Gauchos, the yellow team. They're from California. See, you got these little kids. These little kids from the game before, they're not even Ravens. They look like they Chiefs, and they and they in the Gauchos' face. But it's just a tough environment. That's 7. That's Bullet. That's Davion Gauls. He's at NC State right now too. And I know they're looking at it like, damn, like this is crazy. Coach, we all right? We gonna be safe? But it's just it's a tough environment, and I think that, and I think when the kid walks through that, and I'm telling you that, hey man, for the last 7 years, was the most talented kid on the field. I'm telling you that. I think that says a lot about the kid that Miami just got, Nick Lennear. And I think it shapes who they are as football players coming out of an environment like that. Now, I mean, I know you're going to get people saying, man, well, it's good. Man, 5 stars come from everywhere. You're right. It is. Yeah, it's been great players came from other places. But it doesn't hurt to be equipped with, it's like going to the school of hard knocks or some shit. So
Hey, Street, I don't care what they say.
What up?
All 5 stars are not created equal, boy. Florida 5 stars is just different.
I wouldn't say they all created equal. I wouldn't say they all created equal. But I think you've gotten great players from a lot of different places. Like I could think of some, like Derrick Henry came from what, Yulee, Florida or some shit. You've seen some great ball players. This is Ali from Under the Radar. This guy right here. You've seen some great ball players come out of some small places, some quiet places. We've seen it before, but it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, but the difference is,
what's up?
The difference is Miami is constant. Like the other ones that have one here, there.
Right.
Like you might get an Edrin from Moxley.
Right.
I mean, but like Miami is constant.
Right. This is number 8. That's look, man. This kid looks the same way. This is exactly how he looked. And this is funny. I didn't even pay attention to this. This is the kid right here went to Florida State. What's his name? Wayne. Now he's at Louisville, I think, the wide receiver.
Wayne McCoy.
Wayne McCoy, yeah, it's Wayne McCoy. He looked in high school. He walked around the same exact way, just like this, like just like that. That's just how he walked around before the games when he was at Central.
That's Jose Lee, number 5 Street.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that's CJ.
They was loaded.
CJ's always been the tallest kid on the field. Like he's always been the tallest kid. But no, bro. Like how good is Nick, man? I don't. He's doing the track thing. I don't know if they asked him to do it. I don't care what those track times say when it comes to Nick. And Nick is. I was asked by one of the villains, man, which kid, like who do I want in this class? What one kid? And it was him. It was him. I mean, I've seen him play at a high level for a long time against some of the best in the nation, and I've seen him prevail. What's up?
So, on the next level, do you see him as an outside receiver? Is he a slot receiver? Is he a tweener?
He's whatever. I think he could do whatever you want him to do. Put him on defense, put him on offense. Bro, we're getting him this time.
For sure. Do you think, and I know we don't like to compare the South Florida kids, but
we getting him, you're getting him this time. Like if I could compare somebody to Travis Hunter, or if somebody can get close or within arm's length or something, Nick is that type of athlete.
and he got that same type of crash out ability as Calvin Russell. Not in a bad way, though. I'm saying just being hype, being a dog.
Yeah, he's.
Remember, you kept saying you wanted that because Calvin Russell had that,
right?
And he bring that too.
Yeah. You even asked me a question too.
Yeah, I know we don't like to really compare the kids, but if you had to choose between the two, Nick and Calvin, who would you would have went with?
Between Nick and Calvin Russell?
Yeah.
I think Nick is a more well-rounded. I think Nick plays more positions. I think he does more.
Yeah.
Shit, Calvin plays. I wouldn't say that. Calvin plays safety, quarterback. Nah, I wouldn't say that.
It's a lot. Yeah, he do a lot. He overutilized himself. He do a lot too.
I don't know, bro. I don't know if I want to answer that. That's a like. I don't know if I would ever be in a situation where I have to choose.
Yeah.
Either or. Damn, Jeremiah looked like no haircut Nick right there, don't he? None of them ain't got no haircut. What the hell going on?
Hey, Street, just in style, you might have said it, but I didn't hear it. Who would you comp him to? Just in style.
I want to say Travis Hunter, that level of athlete, but Travis Hunter just happened to be a little too long. Like Travis Hunter was what, 6'3", 6'2"?
No, they about the same size. 6 foot, 6'1".
Travis Hunter seems longer than that.
No, he might look longer because he's skinny, but he's not a tall kid. He ain't 6'2", 6'3". He's no bigger than 6'1", Scooter.
Who else would I comp him to?
I said his abilities of route running remind me of like a Ocho Cinco.
I gotta think about that, man. I would have to think about that. I would have to think
Santana Moss.
You say Santana Moss?
Mm-hmm.
Now the video is kind of blurry because this is the first time I ever decided just to be live for a whole game and kind of commentate the game like I was goddamn Bob Costas or somebody. And I didn't know if my phone was gonna die. I didn't know what was going on. Who would I comp him to?
Restrepo.
And man, it's not. I mean, him and man Restrepo ain't got nothing in common, man. Nothing at all.
Nah, Nick can get behind the defense easily.
He do it all the time. Nah, I wouldn't. Yeah, him and Restrepo, I wouldn't say they have anything to. I wouldn't say they have any.
Okay, so Street. Just to open up the margin a little bit, because I'm sure you saw all these dudes. So in the South Florida hierarchy, like with the Jerry Judys, the Calvins, the Amaris, like where is he in there? Like far as route running ability, is he on par with those guys? Is he a little further along than those guys were at the same stage? Like,
I think Jerry Judy them
Go
was
press on that boy Street.
technicians, and like I think he's more of a all-around athlete than those guys was. Name them: Calvin Ridley, Jerry Judy,
Mari Cooper.
Marco. I think he does more than those guys. He's a football player. Those guys were kind of like athletes, right? Dalvin Cook. He's what Dalvin Cook was. You put him at safety. You put him anywhere. You put him at safety in the big game. Like you could put him. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a Jinsu knife, like what they call it, like a utility knife, like that. I think Jerry Judy them were
JoJo?
huh?
JoJo?
He's more aggressive than JoJo, but that's a good comp.
Not JoJo. JoJo may have just been more not JoJo. I say Dalvin Cook because Dalvin Cook was more gritty.
Yeah, that's what I mean when I say aggressive. JoJo was more finesse.
Right, like Dalvin Cook was more greedy. Like they would put him at safety in big games. He'll come up with interceptions and running back for touchdowns. Nick is kind of like that. JoJo played both ways. He did. But I think JoJo was more finesse, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Street, he remind me of Charles Gainer back when he was at Central.
Boy, Fred, you took the words right out my head, boy.
Right.
Because that's how Gainer was. He played mainly defense, but if he had a big game, they put him at offense, and nobody can stick him at receiver, can't do nothing. That's what he reminds me of.
Facts.
Right. That's just not a big name. That's not a huge name that a lot of people, if you're not from South Florida, you know. But right, cut from that type of cloth. Like, he's a great football.
Hey, we need to get.
Huh? We need to get who?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You say we need to get who?
We need to get X in here. Because I got a lot of recruiting questions that these other people talking about. So I need him to verify it.
What?
No, don't believe nobody but y'all two. So
put him in the Discord, man. Say that conversation for later, man. Jesus. What?
Hey, I don't believe none of them, Street. I don't listen to y'all two, bro. Maybe D Money.
So now, bro, I think we got the guy. How did Miami get him to commit early? Kudos to them. Looking at the top 10 kids ranked in the nation, nobody's committed. Only Nick. Out of the top 15, only 2 kids are committed.
and we almost had the other one, DJ Jacobs, which we still on. So
yeah, so
A Street, but
what's up?
I didn't know if you had this on the docket. But you want to talk about which quarterback might possibly be thrown to this cat in this class?
Which quarterback?
You can go.
Y'all got Neiman Lawrence, and who else y'all got?
Davison. I like the Davin Davison kid. I can't even lie to you, Street.
Talk to me. Why?
Hey, that dude growing on me.
It's kind of the CJ effect, yo. Like 6'6", 215. He's got a better arm than CJ. You feel what I'm saying? Like right now at the same stage, I would say he's probably a little further along. Just, you know what I mean? Not big game or nothing like that. Like the experience CJ got is something that you know is invaluable. But just the tools that he has right now, man, I don't think you can really pass that up. I still want Neiman too, but I kind of want Neiman to stay in his class. I don't want him to reclass.
Dalvin Davidson, he did something. He was the one through the. Wasn't he the one through the? He won state last year, right? Didn't they upset somebody or something?
Yeah, I think he did win state. I think they said he's what, out of like Sarasota.
I think they
I think the school
upset.
is, what is it, Mooney,
Yeah,
Cardinal Mooney or something like that.
yeah, they upset. Remember the boy, the linebacker was on the field saying, throwing down to you because they had beat Notre Dame. That was Cardinal Mooney team.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was Cardinal Mooney team. Well, here's Dalvin Davidson's highlights. Let's take a look. 6'6" is fucking huge.
Hey, he got all the good tools now, Street. He do got good tools.
Who does Cardinal Mooney play against up there?
Nobody. But they had a pretty good team last year. They played St. Thomas close.
They won state, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. But look how that ball jumping out those streets. Like, yeah, dog, we need that.
He throwing
I know. I see quarterback guru.
some awkward passes, ain't he? He throwing like off of 1 foot.
He can throw. Yeah, that's that baseball background. He can throw off platform and all of that. I think that's the stuff that Dawson likes because that's the stuff you can't really teach. And that's getting to that second play that we all love from Cam Ward. Like, you can't teach certain quarterbacks that. They either got it or they don't.
Hey, Street, he don't hold that ball. He get that ball out of there.
Where's he
And
originally
then he
from?
holds the ball.
Is he from Sarasota?
Hey, fella, I'm gonna tell you one thing you got to work on though. Ain't not keeping the safety in the center of the field. So that's one thing. That's the first thing I see when I looked at these first 12 clips. As soon as he hiked the ball, he snapped his head to his target. So but that's fixable though. But I'm with Burr. I like the size. I like what I'm seeing right now.
They got him as the 13th.
That was a nice pass.
Yeah, like DeLacy, you saw that last pass, like Buddy on the run, and he just fling it, and it's out there.
Man, that man look like he's 6'10". So this is Dalvin Davidson, 2027 quarterback. They got him ranked as the 13th best quarterback. He like Miami? Bird?
All the reports.
Hmm?
From all the reports, it seemed like he loved Miami. You feel like, I mean, I ain't hearing no smoke with nobody else. I'm sure some other schools on him, but he's a guy that's rising up the rankings. Kind of like Wingo did last year.
I just hope when he get to college, though, he's not a one-read quarterback. He's got all the tools, though, from what I'm saying. But his offense has seen straight go balls, post, strength, normal South Florida shit. Hopefully he can lead our offense and run play, physical contact, and all that. And as he grow into it, college.
He led them boys to state. And won it. Let me see, who did they beat?
Is Tampa's Jesuit still good, and do they play them?
Let me tell you who they play right now. I'm gonna tell you the schedule right now. Cardinal Mooney versus. So this year they've played House of the Blind, Sisters of the Poor, Handicapped Women for Children. They play Rockledge. They play Berkeley Prep. They blow both of them out. Is Berkeley Prep still good? Bishop Varat is a they blowed everybody out. Lakewood used to be
Man, they ain't play not a Soul Street. They ain't play
Lakewood
not
used to
a
be good.
Soul,
Dog.
dog.
Lakewood used to be good. What happened to Lakewood?
Man, lately came down here and got their ass drugged. They ain't been good the last 8 years.
Lakewood, not Lakeland, not Lakewood.
Oh, Lakewood? Man.
Yeah. They got blowed out. Monsignor Pace, they blowed them out. North Broad Prep.
When the last time Pace been good?
Pace ain't good.
It was good when I was young.
Oh yeah, cause last time they were good when I think I was 13.
Check this out. They Coco blowed them out. Bowles. This is Jacksonville Bowles, right? Bowles is good, right? This is a different Bowles. It's more no. This is Jacksonville Bowles. They blowed them out too.
Yeah, the Florida teams don't do well against South Florida teams, man. You leave it alone, man.
They blowed them out. Let me see. Cardinal Mooney schedule.
But two things I like about him: he don't hold that ball long, and if he holds the ball, he's running, looking down the field, looking to pass the ball.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. My quick look though, I'm still a big Neiman fan though. I might have to break them down, look at them side by side, but quick look though, I just think Neiman just ball just come out a little hotter. He got a little bit more RPMs on it, but
They bringing in two.
I like
They bringing in two. They saying they're gonna get two quarterbacks this year.
Yeah.
See, this is my thing, Smooth. I'm all for Neiman. Like that train ain't went nowhere. I just rather him stay in his class. That's it. I'd rather have them both.
Right. Yeah.
Like
my first comp looking at him, he looked like Kaya to me, more athletic Brad Kaya.
Look, Smooth.
They played Jacksonville Bowles at state, man, and beat them to death. It was the state championship game.
I don't see how we keep all these quarterbacks. These two, Coleman, Luke.
I mean, we bring it in too. Say we hit home run and we bring in Davis and him. I mean, somebody out, either Luke or Darion. No, there's no way.
Somebody going.
Man, I can't say that, dog. The way we retain him, bro. I don't know about that no more, dog.
Yeah, I hear you, man. But those two quarterbacks, Davis and Newman, are college prototype quarterbacks, man. So I don't know. Darion thin, got a great elite arm. You know what I mean? Small frame. And then you got Luke, kind of small frame, but still got a decent arm. But then you got these two guys.
Now we being real. If we being Smooth, I'm with y'all. We being real. Like the less Tuesday guy in that room is my dog. Like just keeping it 100. Luke is the less Tuesday guy out of all of them. But the thing that he has over them is just that winning mentality. This dude just knows how to fucking win.
You say he has less tools than the rest of them?
Yeah, he's less talented than all the quarterbacks.
Neiman Lawrence. Shit, he only has like a freshman highlight tape. I don't even see his highlight tape. His huddle.
He only did 2 years. He only played freshman and junior. I mean, freshman and sophomore. He's going to be a junior this year, right?
End of season freshman and sophomore, freshman in the. Okay, wait a minute. So hold up. So he played as an 8th grader. Yeah. And then freshman end of season highlights. So that was last year, must be. 35 touchdowns, 800 yards. Yeah, that was last year. He don't have a highlight from this year.
See, and Street, that to me is another reason why I say I kind of want Neiman to stay in school a little longer. You know, I get it that you have played on varsity since an 8th grader, but you ain't really got full season stats outside of that 8th grade year playing varsity. Like you said, you split time last year. So he just, you know what I mean? He really, to me, I feel like Neiman will be even more polished if he stayed a whole nother year and actually came out in his class.
Cam Kitchen's dad answered y'all question. Y'all said Nick, Nick or Calvin Russell, who you want? Cam Kitchen dad said Nick, dog. Nick all day.
Oh, give me Nick all day. I'll take Nick all day.
He said Nick remind him
Twice
of Darnell.
on Sunday.
Nick remind him of Darnell Jenkins. Darnell Jenkins is like top 5, top 10 greatest high school player of all time. That's what Marvin said. Shout out to Smooth in the Village.
Darnell Jenkins, the one who played for us?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's saying in high school.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it.
So
you rocking with that? You think that's a good one?
Bro, listen, man. But if you high school quarterback, right? Like at some point, you think Miami's going to just go with their high school kid? I don't know if I see that happening. I don't know. I think they got to take some crack, and I think once you go crack, you don't go back.
Yes, right. But I mean that crack go away though. That crack get dried up though. Like that's just what it is. So you gotta get a new product.
Hey, Smooth. Yeah. Hey, Smooth. Then the price of that crack keep jumping up, doubling every year. So yeah, I don't know if you want to keep doing that, big dog.
Exactly.
What?
You know, what we got in the 80s and the 90s, what we get in 2020.
You've been coaching for 10. You've been coaching for 10 years. You ain't sniffed the playoffs, right? You get a little crack. You get a little bump. You get a little crack. You get a little bump. 10 wins. Knocking on the door. You get another bump. National championship. What? Y'all trying to tell me y'all finna go back
Blue Magic?
Y'all finna go back to what? CBD? No, man.
Hey, Street, you ain't doing it right though. You get that bump. Yeah, it's 10 wins and it only costs you about $2 million. Then that next bump costs you about $4 million. That third bump done cost you about $10 million, dog. So yeah. Hold on, dog. Hey, I need to hit up another plug at this point. I should be getting it discounted. It ain't supposed to be going up. The price is supposed to be dropping. God damn it, I'm shopping.
Nick Saban them down there doing God's work. Mario, you know Mario hoping and praying. They down there doing with Trump doing God's work. Trying to put the cap on it.
Yeah, but that third bump might be Blue Magic. That's a household name. You know, we stand by it. You feel me?
Bro, it would be very interesting to see how high the market can go, dog. It would be very interesting to see how high the market could go, dog. I don't want to stop. I want to know. I want to know how much do these motherfuckers think these kids are worth.
What we in 2026, 2029, maybe 2030. we'll see a quarterback get in college get a $7 million, maybe $10 million deal.
A year?
Now the stock got something to do with it.
What you mean a year?
Either a year or 2 years. Yeah, I think that's where it's going. Mensa got what? 8 for 2?
They claiming 8. I mean, them numbers, I don't know. They be inflated sometimes. 8 for 2.
Right. They be inflated, but
he got 8.
Carson got what?
He got 8 for 2.
Carson got what for 1?
Mensa got 8 for 2 coming out of Tulane, right? 8 for 4, 8 for 3. I mean, 8 for 4.
Right. No, you're right. 8 for 2. So that's what I'm saying. And he had to get bought out of that move, so he done cost every bit about 10 mil. Because you know we ain't give him no less than 6.
Exactly. Then Carson got what for 1 year?
4,
5,
4.
Man, I retract, man. 2028. 2028.
Dog.
Hey, Street.
But look. But Pete, this is why that hurts my heart so much, dog. Our number 1 overall pick, we only gave a meal or two to, dog. Like, think about that.
Exactly. And you know what? And that's just the way of the game, right? He had no defense. You know what I mean? He was the project baby that started it. You feel me? That now is regentrified. He overtime. Regentrified. You got motherfuckers running down the street. You know what I mean? Jogging. You know what I mean? So it's just I hated that it had to go that way, but fuck.
It was the market.
Hey, Street.
We couldn't.
Nick up there trying to Trump.
Go ahead, Mac.
Nick is up there trying to Trump now. Y'all better be careful with this now. The NIL thing, they looking at it hard.
I said they're doing God.
This is the thing that I don't understand. Well, this is what I understand. Okay, all of them pretty much the football people up there that you're talking about with Trump, right? They're not even the fact. Okay, BYU's top basketball players making over $7 million a year. There are other sports where dudes is making a hell of a lot of money. It's just that nobody's talking about it.
Yeah, they say Cooper Flag made $20 million in one at Duke.
Oh yeah, easily. Basketball, they are making a killing in basketball,
but they want to focus on football.
Yeah, they want to focus on football.
Dog, there's nothing to stop. There's nothing to stop the market from going up, dog. There's nothing to stop a kid from getting like an NFL contract. Like, there's nothing to stop it. If it just keeps going up, right? They're going to keep paying. And there's nothing to stop it to say that a kid won't one day get 10 million a year, 12 million a year, dog. And I think what's pushing them to try to stop it, and I say God's work because I'm talking about from a crystal ball standpoint. You know what I'm saying? I want to see how high the market go. But from your program standpoint, like, you know what I'm saying, like you said, you might be paying $12 million for your quarterback next year. I think
Street,
I think pushing them to stop it. What's pushing them to stop it is watching their homeboys having to pay, right? So somebody is saying, bro, listen, we got to slow this down. Hey, Nick, somebody call Nick. Put some money in Nick's pocket. Something. Somebody call who can get us to slow this down, so we won't have to pay as much. They don't want to pay. They probably got the money, but they just probably don't want to pay.
In my opinion, I think they're just going to do a salary cap.
And just like any other business, and other, you guys play stocks all the time. You understand? I mean, there's always market correction, right? At some point, there's going to be market correction. You know what I mean? At some point, some of these businesses, in this case, colleges and universities, are going to say, you know what? We're not going to pay this much.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's going to happen at some point.
I don't know how you fight it. I think the way you fight it is the players have to get a union or something, right? Some type of unified You know what I'm saying? So they have some type of voice because these people having these conversations, they're having without players even being in the room. What did Urban Meyer say? Everybody was pissed at Urban Meyer. What did Urban Meyer say? And it's the guys that made the most money off these kids, bro. It's those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like they were so deserving. It's those guys that have the most to say.
But if you listen to what they're saying from those meetings, they're saying that these are not professionals. They should be like getting ready to be professionals, right? So they're going with that argument, which I don't think nothing gonna come out of that. Only thing they are hoping for is really the salary cap and the transfer portal.
DeLacy, if your daughter was really good at golf, right? And we said she's not a professional. She's 14 years old. She's not a professional. One day she's gonna play on the big stage, but right now she's not playing on the big stage. And every time we took her to a tournament, right? My golf club brought in millions of dollars. Or my golf company that actually grooms your daughter or whatever brought in millions of dollars. Would you think your daughter was a professional?
So I totally agree with you, right? I'm just telling you what from their side, what they're saying. Of course.
I'm asking you
a question. Of course. I mean,
I'm just asking you a question. Like,
as long as she's over 18, I think that she should get paid for anything she does, if she can get paid for it.
Man, you talking about three?
Well, yeah, I know. I mean,
you talking about 3-card Molly. Like, let's say they're not professionals, but let's generate professional money, or let's generate. You know what I'm saying? What makes it professional? You're generating billions of dollars. Man, you talking about?
I personally don't think.
What's up?
I personally think legally, you got a big legal obstacle of putting caps or anything right now. You got a major legal obstacle. On top of that, if they try to do things congressionally, if you're going to try to do things congressionally, you got to get every state to agree. Or enough states to agree. To this. I'm not sure you're going to get that either. So, because there's more sports than just football. So I don't know. I just don't know. What? Maybe a lot of negative media pressure continues on the subject. Maybe something happens, but there's some real legal obstacles they're going to have to overcome. And you're right. It's going to cause the players to have to get a union.
Who agreed on revenue sharing? Where did that come from, and who agreed on it?
That was out of a lawsuit.
How did it go?
The smart kids in college when they figured it out.
They're about to implement a whole system called revenue sharing, and like who sat down and agreed on that? Who sat down and said, "Okay, this is good."
The NCAA and the schools.
Yeah, they just implement laws the same way.
It's good, but
your coach can't buy you no pizza. They just implementing shit the same way they've been implementing silly shit throughout the years. And the kids.
That's true, but if it gets challenged, if it gets challenged, is it legal? We don't even know. Yeah, they can implement it, but once it gets challenged, it's up in the air then.
A Street, technically the NCAA is supposed to be who's representing the players. It just hasn't always felt like that. Like that's the technical,
really?
Like that's what they were built for. Represent the players. Yeah. They're supposed to be on the player side, not the school side.
What?
Yeah, like that. The original reason for them creating the NCAA was to create guidelines for the players, to help the players be like student athletes. That's why they always use that term, student athletes.
And it's looking like the Congress don't want to touch it, so they going to Trump. And it's the coaches, not NCAA. It's the coaches like Nick Saban, hypocrite behind. He's the one that's going to Trump.
What? It never felt like the NCAA was representing the kids.
Whatever he signed, you know that's going to court. Whatever he signed, whatever they put in place is going to court. And they're going to file for an injunction to stop it. It's going to be a long battle.
In my opinion, the only thing coming out of this is the salary cap. That's it. Maybe some change of the transfer portal rules.
Once again, those salary caps, as we know it in professional leagues, are as agreed upon with the unions. There is no union here. So until they get some kind of a legal standing here, it's still going to be a problem.
I don't know.
There's a lot of change.
What my politicians at? What's Sean at? What does these meetings mean? Like what could they get done?
There's a lot of things, in my opinion, that has to happen, right? They're talking about like the two big conference. I think that has to happen before you can do a lot of stuff. Because the NCAA is not going to just agree to anything.
Right.
I don't really think you need two conferences. I just think you need one major governing body to represent the players and one to represent the NCAA. That needs to be the two-person dynamic that needs to happen. You can have your multiple conferences, but they all fall under the same collective bargaining for all the players. You know, that's all you really need to happen. But I feel like, shit, all they've been doing is lobbying each other, kind of how like the people going lobby on Washington and trying to get different Congress and different senators to vote on certain ways. I just feel like we're number the big lobbying contest to see what influential people were in the room in order to make change for the future. I don't believe it's going to happen right now.
I don't know, man. The whoever got pushing Nick Saban and some of these guys up to it that has gotten filthy rich off college sports, man. It's just hard to. It's weird. It's weird to actually watch that happen. He want to go back to where education meant something. The purpose of getting an education, like, is so you can make money, right? Like the reason you get an education, so you get a job to make money, right? Is it about the experience? Is it about the experience in college? It's so you can go get a job to make money, right? That's what I thought it was.
That is true. I mean, you know, some internships are paid. I'm just saying.
So how could you stop them from making money when you're and try to exchange it for the education, which in return they're doing so they can go out and make money? I don't know, bro. It's definitely trash, and maybe it needs to have some guardrails or something. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. But I'm not the one to be talking about I want college sports to go back to what it was, man. What it was kids playing in front of 70,000 people and going home to refrigerators without food in it. numerous players have talked about it. So I don't know if I wanted to go back to that, where players can't get a job and can't make money and all that craziness. That's definitely trash.
I don't think it'll ever go back there. It's never going back there. But the same people that's messing it up is the one that's complaining about it, like the coaches.
What was the most like Nick Saban made in 1 year? Y'all remember how high did his salary get? Five Rings say he honestly think the kids aren't getting enough for the pie. They actually aren't getting enough for the pie. I mean, Harbaugh talked about that a lot. That's why they got him out of college football. He always talked about the money, like the money's coming from the TV deals and stuff. Like basically, they just created golf or tennis and was like, hey man, go find some money. Go get you some sponsors. They still not getting a part of any of the money, like the TV deal money and none of that stuff.
I thought that was revenue sharing.
Huh? No, I mean, if it was revenue sharing, they would keep both systems. Why are you taking one away? It's interesting to me. I would love to see the market on a quarterback 5 years from now. Like what you got to be paying. It's going to have to be up to 20 million or something, right? Like I would love to see it, bro. How much are these kids worth? What are these guys willing to pay for their schools to be good? I would love to see it. If you saw me at Jazz and Gardens last night, yeah, man, I had on the same thing, man. I just got up, threw it back on, man. Jumped back in this thing, smelling like menthol and bad chicken wings.
Street.
Yo.
Nah, I just jumped on when you was asking about saving contract. I'll never forget. This was one of his first contracts. I'll never forget. Like, and this is normal now, I guess. What goes into people's contract. Like y'all remember the USC coach was had like private jet in his contract, some crazy shit. I remember like in Saban's contract, it was something to the effect of the boosters had to pay for his home, and like it was specifically said that the boosters was paying for or had to pay for this, that, and a third. And I just remember saying, how the fuck is that even legal? To have in your contract that the boosters are paying for your home. And then they had the little jet thing in there, and I'm like, bro, like college football has been the most selfish fucking organization I can ever fucking remember, dog. It's fucking crazy.
You call it what? It's been the most what?
It's been the most selfish institution I can recall. Like, there's a such thing as being greedy, but that's ridiculous. It's for a coach to be able to line up and say that the boosters got to pay for my house and this and that and the third, and I have to suspend one of my coaches because he gave HaHa Clinton Dix $500 to get home when somebody broke into his mama's house. Yeah, bro. Just crazy.
AKB, it's like that because it's a state school. Like technically the taxpayers pay his salary. So if you say that the booster is the one that's providing XYZ for you, then it don't look as bad to the taxpayers. Kind of how they get around it.
I'm just the point that it could be in there, the language. I don't care who was paying for it, honestly. It's just the point that could happen. It's not even, like you say, I get it, right? With the language and all, it's easier to swallow because you say it's a state school and the taxpayers essentially pay. But just to be able to say the boosters or anybody is paying for my home is ridiculous when these kids can't get a dime. It's crazy, dog. What are you arguing about here?
It definitely an experiment need to be done on it, bro. Experiment needs to be done on them pushing the envelope of rights, dog. Like, how could you be making millions and millions of dollars and the employees are exchanging a degree? As you make millions of dollars, you're saying that their value is the degree. Is there any other system set up like that? Is there any we can compare this to?
It was supposed to be banned in the Emancipation Proclamation. Just saying.
That was a good one, dog. Is there another system we can compare this to, bro? Like,
I was thinking the same thing, but I didn't want to say it out loud. But I was thinking the same thing.
The closest you can get to is an internship.
That's the same thing I was
the closest
thinking.
thing you can get to is
that's the same thing I was thinking, bro.
Not necessarily because internships you get paid. Then most likely you get a job after the internship. Then they can take you out to lunch. They can take you out to lunch.
Saying right. Exactly. You're right about that.
They can give you know what I'm saying. There's some stuff they, there's some stuff they can do that you can't do if it was going back to the old system.
What do lawyers do when they when lawyers get out of college? They go, a lot of them go work for the state, right? They get paid though, right?
No, or if they some of them do private internships or internships where they're not getting paid, but like he said, all right, they probably get lunch or some shit, or you could do certain things or whatever. Some of them do it, but they're not. I don't know if they're 4-year internships.
I don't know, man. Dog, listen, man. Years ago when Ed O'Bannon and the Nike guy from the Nike movie fought the NCAA, and once it got to the Supreme Court or the highest court that it got to, the judge literally said, like, how dare you, to the NCAA? Like, who do you guys think you are? Literally, like, if you go look it up. Like, who do you guys think you are creating a video game in an image and likeness of somebody else and profiting from it, and they can't? The judge literally said that, like, in those words.
See, I don't know his full stance on it, but this is why they had to go to Trump, because the judges, state, Congress, and all have said no. All of them have said no. You created this mess. You fixed it yourself. What y'all been doing has been wrong for a long time.
Right.
All of them said that shit. Congress was like, man, we're not getting into. They had to go and try to get Trump, bro. That's the only person that could, like, strong arm or push Congress or whatever and shit. That's the only chance that they had.
And the NCAA,
that's not going to happen. He's not going to strong arm them to do that. He's going to take someone to filibuster whatever it is. The other thing, so whatever it is that's going to go to court anyway. So they're going to be in for a long drawn out battle for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to court.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing in his power that Trump can do is by executive order. And I'm not even sure if that's even binding for this situation. You know what I'm saying? It's certainly only binding. Yeah, so I don't even think he can do that. Yeah,
it's not binding. It's not binding.
It's not binding, so I don't even know what he can do. Yeah, to be honest.
They're looking for him to flex his influence. There's a lot of things that shouldn't be able to be done, and Trump steps in and he flexes his influence. However, he does it.
Right.
That's what they're looking for.
The bully pulpit.
But
I understand. I know that they do use the president for a lot of that stuff, but in this case, I don't
yeah,
even know
I
if
don't.
it's a benefit. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I don't even think that'd be worth his time to try to do that. He got other stuff he need to be worried about. So I don't think that's going to be
And
necessarily what's going to happen. What they think how it's going to happen. It's not going to happen. Nobody's going
she and yet he's there. He do
to.
got a lot of other stuff to
Yeah,
worry about. He still find the time to meet with them.
especially
Hey,
when he dealing with these
hey,
kids.
KB,
So,
they
The
told him
photo
you
op.
can't go to war without Congress. He said, "Well, this ain't no war. This is a conflict."
It's a conflict.
It's a photo op. If anybody is a fan of him, he'll find the time. I'm saying so.
He sure will.
But yeah.
It's one of those run to tell daddy situations. That's all they did. Oh, look at tell daddy. Hey, bro, come on, man. If anything, you look at this point, just sit down and let's sit down and let's adopt what the pro leagues got going on. You got your union, and of course, nobody wants to fight against the union, but it makes all the sense in the world right now. Let's just do this revenue sharing and just get the BS over with. But man, they're gonna bite off more than they can chew at some point.
What's interesting about that committee though is Charlie Ward. Because if anybody would have benefited greatly from NIL, it would have been him as a player. But now he's a coach, a basketball coach. I'm just, I don't know, just kind of curious why he's on that committee.
He was there.
Maybe he's looking to be fair representation. I'll give him that benefit of the doubt.
Y'all
I mean,
answer
NIL's for all sports,
this.
not just football.
Answer this. I'm finna run to the bathroom. Answer this. If there were changes that need to be, are there any changes that need to be made to what's going on? And what changes would y'all make?
I think it's all personal opinion, personally. That's all it's going to be is feelings and personal opinion. So my feelings and personal opinion, unless you're going to do, like I say, adopt a professional model, no, because this is fair enterprise, right? You're doing everything you're allowed to do. And even with that transfer portal, I stand on it. If you're not going to put these same restrictions on coaches and other personnel, do not put those restrictions on the kid. That's all I'm saying.
I say 2 years, and then you should be able to transfer. You got to get these coaches a realistic look at you.
Not if you don't want to. If you're tired of it, you don't want to be there. I don't understand why. The coaches can up and leave at any point in time. What's the boy? The number 2 receiver in the nation. I love this kid. Boy, I hope we can get this kid. But the number 2 receiver in the nation, he got an Ohio State tattoo. He's going up Heartline, clears it on him. Now what?
Okay.
What if he likes Heartline that much and he want to go follow Heartline? What if you want we shouldn't be able to pigeonhole him to that, but at the same time, hold on, real quick. At the same time, Heartline, you got a contract. You supposed to be here. You shouldn't be able to up and leave while you under contract. Because if you're gonna put that on the kids, put it on the coaches too.
Well, they already got in where if the coach leave, you can leave. Like I'm not against you leaving if the coach leave, but just coming 2 years and then just leaving. Like most coaches coach over 2 years at a program.
DeLacy, that's for head coaches. I don't think that counts for position coaches. You get what I'm saying? So it should be across the board.
Well, you solve that by saying if your coach leaves, then you can leave. Any coach leave, you can leave. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, but why do they have to be the lead though? Why can I only leave if the coach leaves? Why can't I leave on my own accord for whatever? Because they do it. That's not fair. Like, let's look at the organization. Why should Brian Kelly be able to just up and leave Notre Dame like that?
Well,
That's not cool.
I was going to make the argument that they can be fired, but on the flip side, those players can be thrown out too. So, all right, let me think about it.
That's my only point. Make it fair for both. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
You know when a nigga when nigga females start pressing like, hey, wait, give me a second, now let me think.
Nah, just make it fair. Cam Newton spoke about this a week or two ago, right? He said the same thing. He was just like, nah, you pigeonhole the coaches the same standards you're gonna pigeonhole the players to. That ain't fair.
I don't know, but at some point though, we gotta say, man, this is the wild wild west, and some changes has to be happening. I'm never against the kids not being able to make money, so I'm not saying that. But this transfer portal is ridiculous.
Again, coaches can up and leave for a better opportunity. I should be able to too. If I know I can hit, this is free enterprise. If I know I can hit the open market, DeLacy, I don't sign. If I'm not that I would do it. Let me not even use this name because y'all gonna go crazy. But if I'm JJ and Ohio State is paying me whatever $7-8 million, but the whispers out there, if I hit the open market, I get 11 or 12. I should be able to hit the open market whenever I feel like it and get a raise. The same way these coaches can. Oh man, I can go from being a position coach to an OC. Oh yeah, I'm good, and nobody frowns upon it.
But listen, we're really good at retainment, so I don't care. But I would like to see that overall. It's too much movement, crazy movement. Like the D tackle, freshman year got playing time and then just left.
So, DeLacy, you don't think
you
the
break it
transfer
down.
portal is starting to? You don't think the transfer portal is starting to have more structure to it, with it only being one window?
We gonna see. We still in the middle of this. Like that, we gonna find out.
You know, if a student is getting a partial scholarship at the school that he wants to go to, and another school is going to give him a full scholarship, that student can go at any time, right? No questions asked. And how many times does it happen where, because these scholarships have always been 1 year renewable, we just don't hear about it. Where a kid is playing at a school and all of a sudden he back at home and nobody knows why. You know what I mean? There's a lot of stories out there. These kids, if they're going to go to college, they should get the benefit of their collegiate experience. That would include pay if they're playing. And it just doesn't make a lot of sense. So y'all trying to put restrictions on it. I just don't get it. You know, maybe it's out of control. You say that, but it's out of control too, where coaches would take a job or sign a contract and then all of a sudden up and leave for another job without even playing out the contract. Put some restrictions on their ass.
I'm not against putting restrictions on them. I am not at all.
Yeah, that you wouldn't have crystal ball right now. That's what you would say.
I was good.
Yeah, but he's at or
he was gonna figure it out eventually.
No. I'm just asking DeLacy, not you, Max.
I'm joking, bro.
I'm just asking DeLacy.
That's the game, bro. You gotta play the game. Play the game. We don't get a crystal ball. What you mean? But now that we got him, go ahead and put it on now.
Now, I think if you're gonna do
KB,
in the same way coaches have like these buyouts and stuff like that, players need to have them too. Like, if you're gonna do business, then just do business all the way across the board, like the same way they would do in the professional league. But I think that the problem is that players can move, and it's just like they can move. Coaches really can't just move. Like, you gotta have this buyouts in place and different things of that nature. Whereas I think that's where the issue comes in with people, to where it's like anybody can just up and leave at the drop of a dime. And collegiate sports kind of wasn't built on that. It was kind of built on like ritual and tradition and all the other BS that they say on ESPN.
True.
Well, it just happened with Minson, so they already got a ballot situation, so they got a president for that.
AKB. And not only Cristobal we wouldn't have got the ACC goddamn winning coach, man. We would have never got Manny Diaz, dog. For real. He
I'm
would have been
telling
at
you,
10.
bro. Telling you. See? Now look at y'all. But that's
If I'm not
real skill.
mistaken,
But even
if I'm not
Go ahead,
mistaken, didn't they pay Manny Diaz when he got fired? Didn't he still get his contract? He still got his money, didn't he?
there was a discrepancy in that. Like there was a certain point in time they were supposed to fire him or not fire him for it was gonna save them money or something. I don't know if that ever happened. I can't recall.
Hey,
But
when
you
we
know
talk
you
about
have
the future, man, we can't keep pulling up the past now. We're talking about changing the future, not what happened in the past.
Well, this is the current. This is the future because if you're gonna put restrictions, those players ought to get the full amount of the money that they're owed.
Well, I don't have a problem. We ain't talking about money. We just talking about transfer portal.
Oh, okay.
Well, I don't care nothing about that transfer portal stuff, man. If a guy, man, do what makes you happy, do what makes you free, bro. Again, we ain't gonna limit everybody. You can't limit somebody, man.
Send your boy back to Ole Miss. I don't care.
Yeah, even situations like that are like messed up, bro. Like that's crazy.
We talking about Urban Meyer? I mean, your boy, when the LSU?
Lane Kiffin.
Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a crazy situation, man. Dude, every round they advanced, they lost some coaches. That's crazy, dog.
That's a really odd situation they were in.
That's what happens when you get in bed with a Kiffin. You want the good, you gotta take the bad.
I don't know how they walk.
Are they getting it in his fault?
I don't know how they walk it back from here, bro. I don't know how they walk it back from here. Revenue sharing, like I said, it looked like that was on the board. I don't even know who agreed on that. Look like NCAA just came out. They just came out and said something. I think the NCAA was asking them to do it when they kept losing those court battles. And I think they actually requested that it goes that way. And I know they requested, paying the actual players back. They kind of agreed to paying the players back that money that they gave those guys. I think it went all the way back to 2000 and I think it went back to 2010 or something like that. And they paid the players. But there's no, if the NCAA is supposed to be representing the players, then goddamn.
Yeah.
Hey Mo, turn off your camera.
Yeah, that's a conflict for me.
Boy, your camera, boy, you in the bathroom, boy.
I'm gonna take it. Don't.
Hey,
I don't know what he's doing. I just saved his life.
Hey, and I don't know if everybody be wanting to bash Lane on that, man. We got to remember he did want to coach that team. Ole Miss said no, which they didn't have to do. Tulane didn't do it, and neither did James Madison. They allowed both of their coaches to coach their game, so that was really on Ole Miss.
Nah, for sure. But same thing with Ohio State. Hartline, that was their own stupid fault, whatever. But Hartline leaving, and now the coach is like, well, he got this and that on his mind. I'm gonna take the play calling from him. IOD Squad. Nobody should be in that situation, period, because you should have to stay till your contract is up. Then you can go look for a job. Coaches should hit free agency too. How about that?
I think that's why you
So I
hear so
think
much about them talking about changing the calendar. It's because of that. Like coaches are getting fired and all this stuff, but they trying to do it because of recruiting and transfer portal. Trying to have like teams in place before, like your staff in place before the end. So I think they play a part in like that when coaches get fired and stuff like that. And then you got this long ass bowl schedule that they don't really like that lasts until the end of January, which is crazy. But I think they play a part in it too. I think there's a lot that's wrong with it. I think when they talk about fixing the calendar, I think it's like the first start to all of that is like fixing when people can get hired and fired. I think that's a big deal that'll go a long way with kind of solving some of the problems with college football. I think them doing one portal window is a good start, but I do think they got to fix like some of their stuff with the calendar.
Right. And KB, I'm with this open movement, dog. So if the coach can leave, yeah, the players should be able to leave too. But I don't, you know what I mean, want to get that twisted.
But that includes assistants.
Yes. All coaches, any coaches.
And see, we know assistants change all the time. All the time. Yep. Because that assistant might be the reason why the players even at that school.
You let Lex have his way, KB would have been gone. Lex ain't in here.
I forgot we was on YouTube. I almost said something.
What happened?
I almost said
So
something that I can't say on
did the NCAA give up by giving everything to the power to the conferences to institute whatever rules they had for their conference? At the end of the day, is that a good thing? The conference is even negotiating their own contracts, right? TV contracts and stuff. So at the end of the day, is that a good thing?
It seemed like they just kept running with it in different directions and leaving the players out, fool. Like, yeah, you was right, Mac. This is supposed to stop a long time ago when the proclamation was signed. It's supposed to stop a long time ago. They just kept figuring out different ways to get their bread.
Different ways to keep it going. Yeah.
Amazing, bro.
New ways to keep it going. If you were a service worker, you didn't get minimum wage. You know what I mean? You had to live on tips. You know what I mean? Just all kind of crazy, creative ways.
Yeah. So, all right, listen, man. We got to get out here and we're going to go live trade. I'm going to put y'all in the back, all right? And I'm going to shut this down. Appreciate y'all. That's the villains. That's the villains. For the people who don't know, those are guys in the membership, man. They come in here and we talk. We have some good conversations. So I bring them in here sometimes so y'all can hear them talk. Listen, I got a live trading session. The last hour of the board supposed to have been in there already. We went a little bit long up here, so we're gonna get in here live trading IOD, man. If you want to be involved, the link is in the description. If you want to become a member, text 786-405-9499 if you got any questions. I think both links are in the description. And the live trading, once again, our short commercial is basically we get on the charts and you come in there and you watch us actually make trading moves, and you can follow if you want to. We have places where you can get 50,000 to 100,000 to trade in 2 days. If you can pass their combine, which takes 2 days, and I've been funded 30 times. I've done it 30 times. We can help you do that. And we have also live trading on Webull and options. Cal does that sometimes. Basically, you watch us make the move. You can follow or you can take notes or whatever. So 786-459-9499. Send me a text or the link is in the description. You want to get involved with that. If you roll back, man, we talked about Nick and what type of kid he is, what type of athlete he is, and that's how this kind of started off. So I'm D-Man. This is the Morning Breath Show where we talk about everything from Bitcoin to ball. I'm gonna get up out of here, go jump in this market, man. I'm out.